start with rolling our balls. So if you don't have your ball yet, go grab it. And we're just going to do this a little faster today. Standing on one foot, long strokes, back and forth, trying to get the surface of your foot underneath the ball. Yeah, come just a little closer. Back and forth from your toes to your heel, edges of the foot, center of the foot. Just warming it up. Then we'll start at the first part of the foot, right under the toe mound, and the toes making circles. You can start adding a little more pressure. Then move to the center of the foot. Then finally our heel section, the last third. Making these circles, kneading underneath the foot. Then back to the long strokes. Toe to heel. Then we'll come to these very brisk, with a little more pressure, back and forth movements. Trying to get underneath the toe mounds. So we start with the first section. Edges of the foot, I can hear my feet cracking. Then the center of the heel, back and forth, very briskly, a little more pressure. And finally, the heel section. So right underneath your instep to your heel. Sides of the heel if you can. Then your long strokes again, heel to toe. And finally, we find those pressure points. So just let the foot rest on the ball, let the foot relax on a spot where you feel a little bit of tenderness when you were rolling. Take a few breaths, just 1 or 2 for now. Then move it to another spot. You find that another tender spot. Let the foot relax over the ball. Let the ball just move a little closer into that spot. And we'll do the last one. Right there. Alright, and then roll it out again. So if you don't have a ball and we're doing this, you might want to do some foot or ankle stretches. Maybe tomorrow I'll focus on some of these stretches that you can do. Alright, so let's stop here. Just bring the foot down and feel the sensation. And we'll do the other side. And if you'd like to do the forward fold, you can. Helps us check the effect of this ball rolling. So we're just going heel to toe on this side. Don't lose your ball. So the edges of the foot. Inner edge, the outer edge, underneath the instep, all the way to the heel, heel to toe. And then we'll do our circular motions right underneath the toe mounds and the toes. Massaging underneath the foot. Then right underneath the center of the foot, underneath your instep. And finally underneath your heel. Then back to those long strokes. Then we're going to do those brisk back and forth motions underneath the foot and then underneath the toe mounds and the toes. Then the center of the foot. Back and forth, getting as much of the surface of the foot as we can. Feel a little bit more pressure here. And then the heel. Then we go back to our long strokes. Finally, we find those 3 pressure points. So, first one, just let the foot soften over the ball as you apply a little pressure. Then we move to another point. See if there's another pressure point you can find. Last one. Alright. And some long strokes to finish. Okay, and we can get off of our ball, press the foot, feel the foot, feel both of them. Okay, all the way. And let's stand. Let's just stand. Maybe you can stand at the top of your mat. I'll stand in the center so you can see me. And we'll begin we'll do just a little bit of grounding. So stand with your feet hip distance apart and feel the weight of your body on your feet. Maybe rock back and forth a bit so you can come slowly to a still position where you can feel evenly balanced on your feet. The surface of your foot is in contact, and that there isn't more pressure in the toes and the heels. You feel a nice centeredness, and for everybody that might be different. So you have to now feel it in your body, feel it in your foot, and to feel the weight of your body supported by your feet. Close your eyes. Just feel your body here. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Another in and out. One more time. Imagine you're drawing energy in from the earth's core as you breathe in through the feet, all the way to the crown of your head. And when you exhale, Let that energy radiate out through your arms. Start turning your palms out to face front. Take a breath in, a normal breath. And on your exhalation, open your eyes. We're going to start our practice here. So at the top of our mats, inhale, bring the hands up overhead. Maybe you can look up. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Come into a forward fold. Let your head hang so that the back of the neck lengthens, or you should be in a halfway lift if you have any eye diseases or blood pressure issues. The knees are generously bent. This is our first forward fold, so we just want to feel what that is like in the body. We're not trying to put ourselves into the biggest stretch that we can get. Just want to release here for a moment. So let the head hang, maybe nod yes slowly. And shake no slowly. And then we'll draw in a breath to help us come into a halfway lift with our hands on the knees. Exhaling to lengthen the spine from the crown to the sit bones. Your knees can still be bent here, or you can be with straight legs. Take an exhale and release back to the earth, planting your hands and stepping back for downward facing dog or variation with very bent knees. Let the arms be wide, feel yourself supported, fingertips to wrist. Draw the hips back in space, taking a big breath to help you expand here. Exhale, lift from the low belly, come onto the tippy toes, take the hips high, wave the spine long, coming into a plank position. From here, let your knees come down onto the mat. Stay strong and lifted here. Shift your heart forward a bit. Exhale, bend the elbows to come down to the mat. Hips touching first, then the chest. Flip your feet. Keep the shoulders lifted, so roll them back, elbows point back. Inhale. On an exhalation, we come into any variation of cobra that you like, lifting the chest off of the mat, swaying side to side. In this variation, this playful cobra, you may have done a different one. Exhale, come right back down, plant your hands underneath the shoulders, tuck your toes, press up onto your knees, lift the hips for downward facing dog. And let's take some movement in this down dog, pedaling the feet. Alternating the heels. And then take a slow meander towards the center of the mat. Let your fingertips and hands come up. Draw breath in. Exhale to lengthen out into a halfway lift. Inhale as you relax your body towards the mat, melting, getting closer to the earth than you did before. Centering yourself with an inhalation, anchor the feet, strong thighs. Exhale to rise, lifting from the low belly, lengthening the front body. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, palms together and heart center. So that's one Sun Salutation A, which is what we're practicing today. You can go at any pace that you like. You don't have to keep up with my pace. You can go faster or slower. Let's do a few more of those. Inhale, reach the hands up overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold or halfway lift. Inhale, big breath to rise up. Exhale, lengthen out. Inhale, relax back to the mat, step back. Bend knees and hips right away. Inhale, wide. Exhale, lift and wave. Reaching the heart forward here. Let the knees come down. Exhale. Bend the elbows, come all the way down to the mat. Hands underneath the shoulders, chest open, ready for expansion. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, press the tops of the feet down with the knees. Peel the front spine up of the mat. Inhale at the top. Exhale, slowly come down. Tuck your toes. On an inhalation, prepare. Exhale, press onto your knees. Lift the hips. Press back. Downward facing dog. I'm going to take any movement. Taking the knees side to side. Stretching the side body. And move back to center, looking forward at our hands. You can take those nice gentle steps forward or one big step to come into your halfway lift. Exhale. Inhale, soften back to the mat. Maybe a little movement. Draw breath in through the feet to anchor you. Exhale, lift from the low belly to rise. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands of prayer. Alright, so I'm going to go a little faster, but again, you go at your own pace. Don't try to keep up if it's too much. Just feel the earth. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come down to your mat. Inhale, hips back. Exhale, wave into a plank. You can stay in your plank or you can take your knees down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale. Exhale. Cobra. Inhale at the top. Exhale, melt to the earth. Tuck the toes. Take a breath in. Exhale, press up. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In and out. One more big breath in. Look forward at your hands and you can hop, step, or jump to the top of your mat, coming into a halfway lift. Melt to the earth, exhale. Inhale, ground onto your feet. Activate your thighs. Exhale, lift from the low belly to rise. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, palms together at heart center. Pause. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come down. Inhale, drop back. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, prepare. Exhale to down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale one more time. Exhale, look forward at your hands and you can walk the edges of your mat up into the center. Come into a halfway lift. Fold forward. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to rise, lifting from the low belly. Inhale, expand and open up. Exhale, palms together, heart center. I'm going to squeeze one more in with you and then go into my practice. But you can go as long as you like. Inhale, reach. Lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come down to the earth. Slide the hips back. Nice big breath to widen and warm. Exhale, lift and wave. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. 5 yummy breaths. Go at your own pace. Start at your hands so you can get to the top of your mat or the front of your mat, however you like. But we're going to move into, I'm going to go into a squat. So I'm going to hop to the edge of my mat, sink my hips down, and spend some time here. Move throughout my practice, do some other stretches maybe until I'm done, and I'll do some breath work and my meditation. I hope you enjoyed this session and see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m.